Yo, what is up, guys? It is SKFC here to give you a match review for this Manchester United v Brighton match. What a crazy ending. Brighton scored in the last minute through João Pedro to win the game. And honestly, it's really kind of funny when you think about it because they say that things change, the more things change, the more they stay the same. People really thought that Man United were gonna have a great season this year, especially after that FA Cup win. They didn't sack Ten Hag. They had some continuity with the team, but the same issues still arise. They didn't look that good against Fulham last week, and they were lucky to get a result out of that. They were somewhat unlucky in the sense that they should have really scored that goal that was ruled offsides if it wasn't for Xerxes' big ass legs that got in the way. And as I look at the one of the comment sections of the Twitter post, I see Ten Hag has played against Brighton 5 times and has lost 4 times. So Brighton is just his bogey team. What can I say? Just going into like some of the things I noticed in the actual match. Man United had a really good pressing structure. I really liked what Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes specifically were doing. They kind of just lacked the physicality to really impose themselves onto Brighton's defenders. And on the flip side of that, because they didn't start with a recognized center forward or striker, it kind of made attacking for Man United really difficult, especially in that first half. Just because they didn't really have a focal point or anyone that they could really focus their chance creation onto. And you could kind of tell that when Xerxes came into the game in that second half, that things did improve in terms of how well their attack was. Like if you look here in the first half, their expected goals was only like 0.36. Compared to the second half where it was slightly better at 1.4, and they only had one big chance, in both halves. So that wasn't that much of an improvement. Other than I wanted to kind of note as well is Onana is actually a really good distributor, and he had a really pretty good game today. Neither one of those goals were his fault in my opinion, and you can kind of see, like he was doing a lot of really nice passes, a lot of completed 12 out of 16 long balls. So he was really showcasing today why he was brought in into this club. Kobe Minu and Casemiro, I don't think these two work well together in midfield. Minu kind of struggled a little bit just because he didn't have as many passing options, and that really kind of limited his ball progression in that sense. I thought Diallo was probably Man United's best player today. He was a menace. He got a goal. He was doing a lot of ball progression. He had a lot of nice runs. I thought Bruno Fernandes was pretty decent as well. In terms of the goals that Man United conceded, it's really kind of funny when you think about it, because they conceded both of their goals the exact same way, and it was just really poor ball watching, and at the highest level, you can't be getting caught off guard like that. You have to do better. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at how this goal even comes about, so this was off of I don't know if it was off of the corner or specifically what happened, but Mitoma had gotten the ball here. All right. So I want you to pay attention to Lisandro Martinez. He looks at number 17 for Brighton, Minte, and he isn't looking at number 18, Danny Welbeck. Casemiro, same thing. He's just jogging back. He didn't have the what's it called? the wherewithal to actually sprint back to block off the passing lanes. Maguire, I'm not really going to blame Maguire too much because he's already focusing on, I think this is Billy Gilmore. I don't know who 41 is. And obviously, I think this is Dallo, oh no, this is not Dallo. This is Mazurari, who's trying to rush out to Batoma. So someone needs to pick up ball back. No one does it. And as you can see here, customer again, just jogging back slowly, like no care in the world. And I don't know why, Martinez at no point recognizes that he needs to slide over to Martinez if he's going to, try to put him off. Not Martinez, sorry, Welbeck. He doesn't do it. Easy goal. And it's just unfortunate because it's just little things like that. As much as it's fun to blame Ten Hag, those are those are just basic defensive principles that you have to be able to have, especially at this level of play. This is the top level. So, and I guess in a sense, it's kind of like, who do you really blame? Do you blame the manager for not instilling that kind of defensive discipline in the team, or do you just look at the individual player and tell them, hey, you need to be better? So, in terms of Brighton, I mean, they were okay today. I don't think this was particularly a great game from them either. I thought João Pedro was probably their best player. No, not just because of the goal that he scored, but the fact that he was, dropping so deep, willing to drive with the ball, and he was just really involved in everything that Brighton were doing. So I thought he was probably their best player today. Man United are also, like I said earlier, unlucky with that offside goal because I actually thought that was really, really good. I thought it was a really, really good counterattack, and it was really good by Mazzuari to notice. Actually, not Mazzuari. It was really good by Ahmad to notice the late run of Bruno Fernandes, and Fernandes put in a pretty good cross that, like I said, it was just unlucky that when Garnacho got on the end of it, Xerxes had to just touch the ball. So, but yeah, it's kind of just my thoughts for this game. Man United, they have to bounce back. They got to do better. Their attack is just too poor. I think they've only scored 2 goals so far this season. Obviously, it's only 2 games in, so it's not the worst thing ever. But they still are struggling to create chances, and that's what we were saying about them last season. They have slightly more, help from their fullbacks now. Like, I think Mazzara is really good going forward, but these are things that they're gonna have to try to fix if they want to progress into becoming a serious team. Also, Marcus Rashford, Marcus Rashford, he's really fallen off a cliff. I think they might have to go out and get an actual permanent left wing replacement, if they don't trust Garnacho to be that player, because I think he's just not the same anymore. But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts for this game. Please, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought of the game. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel, and have a good day.